Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Not even sure if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm currently at the beach. Not the beach experience I was thinking of, but somehow I managed to go to the beach on the one day where there is no sand at all. The tide is so extremely high. There's no sand. I'm under this thing. Okay, well, that went higher than the other waves. Last time I went to the beach, I was way out there sitting on dry sand. My uncle's car was parked between these wood stakes that you see here. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the exact same spot that I was before. It was nice sand and water and waves. And so I'm here, but there's nowhere to sit. And I just got my towel soaked because the waves are so extremely high. So I think we're gonna have to do a redo going to the beach, maybe next weekend. I've never seen anything like this. Alright, that's all. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today was a super fun day. I'm currently driving. Don't do this isn't safe. But, today I didn't have work, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up, get myself some breakfast, and then I'm gonna drive to Daytona and have a little beach day to myself. And so that's exactly what I did. I woke up, got dressed, went to First Watch for breakfast. I tried something new. I usually get their French toast, but this time I got their pancakes. That's all I'm gonna say. And then after First Watch, I got in my car and started driving an hour to Daytona. I get there, I'm looking for parking, and obviously parking's really hard to find at a beach because everyone's there. So I finally find an open parking plot spot, and so I paid $20 to park there for the day, and I walk onto the beach and there's nowhere to sit, but not because there's so many people, but because there's no sand. And I was like, okay, I just happened to get not a good place. Let me walk along the beach where there's actual sand, because where I was, water was just going all the way up to where the walls were. And so I was like, let me just walk and find a place. I walked 15 to 20 minutes that way from my car, and I walked 15 to 20 minutes that way from my car. And then I ended up at the same spot that I was the last time that I went to the beach. And the last time I went to the beach, I went with my uncle and some family, and he has a Jeep. So we brought his Jeep onto the beach, and we set up a tent there and everything, blah, blah, blah. So I was exactly where that was. And water was coming up all the way to where the hotels were. So there's nowhere to sit. Like, there's nowhere to do anything. And so that was crazy. So there was like this little cove, or where there's like ground and then an over thing. So I sit under there, and I'm like, surely the water can't come this far up. Foreshadowing. Because that certainly is what happened. I sat my towel down, I laid it down. I brought 3 towels. One to lay on, one to rest my head on, and then one to dry off once I got in the water. And I had a bag with my over clothing, my flip-flops, wallet, car keys, glasses. I had a bag of that next to me. The water came and soaked everything. Every single thing that I had, water now was soaked. And one of my towels got stolen by the water. So I came to the beach with 3 towels, and I left the beach with 2. And I was like, well, it can't get worse than this, right? Everything's soaking wet and one of my towels is gone. It can't get worse. It got much worse. It started raining. And at first it was just sprinkling, and I was like, Doug, I gotta go. Because I gotta walk 15 minutes to my car. So I started getting all my stuff together, and then waves came again. And at that point, I was holding my over clothing thing, and I dropped it in the water. So my overall thing completely soaked, and so I'm just in a bathing suit now, in the rain, with everything soaking wet, which means it's heavy. And there's seaweed everywhere. So I start walking, and the water's just hitting me like crazy because the waves are going crazy, and then it's raining. Got a 15-minute walk to my car. Luckily, the second, I'm not going to be that dramatic. The same minute that I had gotten into my car, it started raining really hard. Because before it was just like sprinkling and a little bit of raining, but then it started raining really hard right when I got in my car. And I was like, well, thank you, Jesus. Because, oh wait, I forgot to say something. Before I started walking, I set my phone on a little pillar. My phone dropped onto the pillar and cracked. I was like, you're joking, right? This cannot be happening. After further inspection, I did realize that it was my phone protector my screen protector that had cracked, and not my actual phone. So that's good. I gotta get a new screen protector though. But yeah, so I was going to have a great day at the beach, get some ice cream, have super fun times. And then it was not super fun time at the beach. And I'm Sandy. And I have an hour drive home. So that's how my day went. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next video.